Hello and welcome back to another exciting edition of Sports Updates Ghana. And coming up in this edition, we are going to look at the performance of some Ghanaian players abroad with the likes of Daniel Kofi Kyere and Ayew. These two players were on target over the weekend and they can't stop scoring. Well, former Ghana Premier League players I'm talking about, Kwame Pipra and also Joseph Esso, were also on target over the weekend. And Thomas Partey also put up a brilliant performance in Arsenal's victory over the weekend, and I can't wait to bring you all the gist here on Sports Updates Ghana. So as usual, if today is your first time watching the channel, please do us the honors. Please subscribe to the channel, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. So quickly, let's settle for the details. And starting from England, well, in the English Premier League, Daniel Amartey was impressive for Leicester City in their 1-0 win over Leeds United. Mohamed Salisu missed Southampton's game against Aston Villa due to an injury. Also, one of the players that Ghana are keeping tabs on is Tariq Lamptey. Well, he lasted 58 minutes in their game over the weekend for Brighton against Newcastle United, which ended 2-1. Jeffrey Schlupp played the full throttle for Crystal Palace in their 2-0 win over Wolves. Jordan Ayew was an unused substitute in that game for Crystal Palace. And lastly, in the English Premier League, one of the players whose performance was very brilliant was Thomas Partey, the vice captain of the Black Stars, who are going to lead them into the game against Nigeria between March 25th and March 29th. Well, Partey played a big role in Arsenal's 3-2 win over Watford on Sunday as the Gunners edge closer to relishing their top 4 finish in the English Premier League. And now let's move ahead and do some more, still staying in the English football, but this time to the Championship division, and it was Andy Adam who played the full throttle for Reading in their 1-0 defeat to Millwall. Former Ghana international that Albert Adoma came from the bench to play 10 minutes for QPR in their 2-1 defeat to Cardiff in the English Championship. And well, in the English League 2, well, one of Ghana's players who is there is Swindon Town's goalkeeper Jojo Wolacott, who was imposed for Swindon Town in their 2-1 win over Bradford City over there in the weekend. And the keeper has not kept a clean sheet after conceding a goal last week, and this week also he conceded a goal. He has kept 3 clean sheets prior to this performance. Let's move on and do some more. And to the La Liga, Joseph Ayew scored an own goal as Celta Vigo won 4-3 against Mallorca. Baba Idrisu played 11 minutes in the game on his injury return for Real Mallorca in that game against Celta Vigo. Well, in Italy, in the Serie A, Felix Afenajan, who was allegedly reported to have been demoted to the under-19 team of AS Roma, well, he made it back to the senior team, and this time he made an appearance for AS Roma in their 1-0 win over Atlanta over the weekend. And Alfred Duncan climbed off the bench to play 45 minutes for Fiorentina in their 1-1 draw against Verona. And finally, it was Emmanuel Jesse who played 90 minutes in Spezzer's 1-0 defeat to Juventus. Well, let's turn our attention to Germany, where former Ghana international Kevin Prince Boateng lasted 35 minutes in the game for Hertha Berlin in their 4-1 defeat to Frankfurt. And it was Daniel Kofi Kyere, the new sensation on the block, who scored a brace for St. Pauli in their 3-1 win over Karl SC in their game on Saturday. The midfielder scored his first goal in the 14th minute before going ahead to score his second goal 10 minutes later. Daniel Kofi Kyere has 7 goals to his name this season with back-to-back free-kick goals. Well, also Hans Nunu Sarpe was in action for Ingolstadt in their 3-0 defeat to Düsseldorf. And in France, well, in the French Ligue 1, it was Gideon Mensah who played 45 minutes for Bordeaux in their 2-0 defeat to Troyes. And it was Alexander Djiku and Majid Waris who played 90 minutes for Strasbourg in their 1-1 draw against Reims. And winger Osman Boukari climbed off the bench to assist in FC Nantes' victory over Montpellier. And remember, I told you last week that that player should be one of the players who should be considered for the Black Star squad against Nigeria, because looking at his performance over last 2 weekends in their game against PSG, he did so well, and I can't wait for him to be in action for the Black Stars in the game against Nigeria. Let's move on to Belgium. Well, in the Jupiler League, Joseph Pencil was in action for Genk in their 2-2 draw against Cercle Brugge. Well, the player scored a goal last week, but unfortunately, this weekend he failed to score a goal. Former Ghana international Daniel Partey also climbed off the bench to play 24 minutes for his club as they lost 5-0 to Club Brugge. And Majid Ashimeru played 84 minutes for Anderlecht in their 3-0 win over Ostende, and it was one of Ghana's own, that's DBJ, who was at the stadium to watch Ashimeru in action for Anderlecht. Well, in Algeria, that is, we're coming home to the African continent. Well, in the Ligue 1, it was former Hearts of Oak player that Joseph Esu, who was on target for MC Algiers in their 2-0 win. And then South Africa, well, Kwame Pipra scored for Orlando Pirates in their 2-1 defeat to arch rivals, that's Kaizer Chiefs, in the Soweto derby. Kwame Pipra departed from King Faisal to a club in South Africa, I think in Tunisia or Algeria, before leaving them to join Orlando Pirates in South Africa. And since arriving, he has been in some good form. And finally, to Qatar, and Black Stars captain who will not be in action in the game against Nigeria. I'm talking about Ayew. Well, he scored again. Yes, the son of the maestro can't stop scoring. Well, he scored again for Al Sadd in their 4-0 win over Al Ahly to progress to the semi-final of the America. Ayew has scored 15 goals and 20 appearances this season since joining the Qatar club, and that will be it for the performance of Ghanaian players abroad. And that was how some players really performed. Good seeing Daniel Kofi Kyere on the score sheet week in, week out, and the likes of Partey playing week in, week out. Jojo Wolacott has also been in action. Let's see how those performances transcend and help Ghana in their quest to qualifying to the World Cup 2022 as they come up against Nigeria in the playoffs between March 25th and March 29th. Well, that'll be it for this edition of Sports Update Ghana. I hope you like it. Make sure you leave a comment down below. I'll check it out if you have anything that you think I should improve on. All that. My name is Joseph Adamafiu. Thanks for watching.